let's get to it. Late morning now, okay, right? Weren't you in the late morning?
Before lunch.
Before lunch.
So maybe.
Yeah. So and you were going to get right to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mind if I get to Cliff first?
Go
And
ahead.
then you're a little later.
Yeah.
Right. So.
Yeah, I'm storming into the Department of Internal.
Department of the Interior.
Yes.
Yes.
That's correct.
And this is all the government aspects of land management.
Yeah.
Interestingly enough, reservations for Native Americans, and the federal role for things like a Spanish land grant, for example.
Exactly.
Right. And so you don't know, for example, who has the Spanish land grant. An investigation would be an excellent plan. Okay, so let's talk. Let's say, okay, there's the fellow you know with a Yankee accent, not a Texan, right? Making his tired coffee, and saying, a very non-Texan way to say good morning.
Top of the morning to you.
Not quite. Not quite. But no, that's not quite.
It's not about
it would be very much, the Yankee, the Northeast Coast. Good morning, Cliff.
Okay. Well, yeah. Good morning to you too. Let's cut to the chase here. I'm representing the Mexican American Workers Farmers Union.
His whole face is just like, and there went my morning.
Yes.
Yes, and proud we are of them.
Yes. Indeed. And it's currently come to my knowledge about this land grant.
Oh, well, that's a fairly sensitive topic, Cliff. There's a lot of rumors going around, and I'm not really at liberty to just provide, I have to check with...
Yeah, come on, you can talk to me. I'm here as a politician or as an investigator?
Technically, I think his job is...
He's lawyer and politician, it says. So I'm not really a journalist, I guess.
Not being familiar with the show,
so
the game seems to be fairly flexible on Cliff. I think by politician it might mean political activist more.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, rather than an elected type guy.
Yeah.
So yeah, but there are articles you've written, or you might be interviewed about things, and you have legal training. Yeah. I'm not sure if you're like an active lawyer, because how can you be an active lawyer and an active journalist? But you certainly have a law degree.
Yeah,
I would imagine. Okay.
So
makes you formidable.
Extremely. So
and he says too. He says, well, there's a lot of people will be affected by this too, and we really have a responsibility not to let the market. Not to let the market be affected by untoward revelations and things like that. I mean, it's better just to keep a lot of the information
I think it should come out
underground.
I think it should come out in the open, but we need to be thorough with the investigations.
He sighs. I knew you were going to say that,
Yes.
Cliff. All right. Then he says, I don't know. I mean, I could make a call, but if I mishandle this, or if they say I mishandle it, I mean, I love your state, and you're a great guy, Cliff, and everything, but I want to go. And to do that, I need a promotion and a recommendation, and that means that I can't really be causing that much trouble right now.
Would that be a persuasion or coercion?
Well, if you're going to punch him, it's coercion. So it's persuasion on your part.
Because I have both.
Yeah, I know. Everybody has all of them.
Yeah.
Everyone has all the skills.
Yeah.
So that means we'll save you for the conflict phase.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, so finally, we have Ellie, who's brooding over her letters, or wherever they may be.
Yeah.
Did you start with cards?
No.
No, that's right. Okay. So you two are meeting.
I had my meeting.
That's right. Sorry. Yes.
Yeah.
You do. Whom were you going to see?
Yeah, I was trying to meet
Neville
Neville Stone.
Right. No problem.
Is it mentioned what kind of magazine he
Yes,
has?
it's very, in fact, it's quite clear. And this is very much downtown in these offices. So is the Department of the Interior in some shabby building, right, in comparison to like the life insurance building, which is tall and shiny and blue. And so then for you, that one. And then for you, the it's going to be in very much the business district and the lots of different flashy businesses having their offices. This is pre-internet, and telephones are very primitive by our standards. I mean, by our standards, they're practically medieval. So therefore, you have to be at work. So that means a workplace is a bustling place full of every imaginable level. Remote work, that kind of thing, no. So back to Nevillestone. This is Southwest Bi-Monthly. It is aimed at the upwardly mobile, likes to present dirt on rich people to make other rich people gossip or be glad that it's not them this time. But he is he's political influencer. He can his coverage in his magazine will actually make a big difference to somebody's political electoral prospects. He's the son of a wealthy Dallas department store owner, and in fact, when you come in to see him, he's happy to see you. You know, happy to that you take the time. That was a bang up article you did on the freshman high school beauty pageant, right? Great work, man.
Thank you.
And he's got these guys are out there riding horses, and this guy is wearing more boots and more hat than any of them.
He does the full cosplay.
Yeah. Oh, yes, exactly. Full cosplay Texan is on in this office, complete with indoor 1970s are us cigar.
How old is he?
He is 30.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, thank you for seeing me, Mr. Nelson.
Oh, just call me Mix.
All right, Mix.
Mitchell Xavier.
Well, I am planning an article with regards to this new land grab, the claim, so to say. And I am digging around a bit how it would affect Dallas and the surrounding area. So I'm sure that your newspaper has a good source on the who around here and what they would. And I would essentially like your input on some of the aspects of this.
Well, he says that's a mighty complicated topic. We might want to have you work with one of our senior writers to really, punch it home. I mean, I'm sure they'd be happy to have you. Happy to have your help.
Yes, I think it would be interesting to make it, given that how it would affect people. I think your magazine is a better vessel to deliver this, rather than have it on the third or fourth page in the local newspaper.
Oh, well, that's for sure. It says, well, I'll tell you what. And I don't see any reason for him not to. He says, I really don't want to upset your husband or anybody he's close to, because some of these things could be very, very, troublesome or very provocative. But I know somebody who's been looking into this.
Sounds mighty interesting.
Why don't you talk to your brother?
Oh.
I think he's been looking around. But you didn't hear that from me.
Well.
All right. Lunch or cafe time.
Okay.
Ellie, nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you. I wanted to talk to you kind of woman to woman because I feel like you would understand.
Yes.
But I was wondering if maybe can I like trust you on this because I have a little kind of secret, I guess.
Oh, yes, of course.
Southern ladies. All of this is going to be dressed up in ways that cannot be imitated.
I assume that's something that Jock and the boys should know about.
No. It's a girly secret, let's just say that.
All right.
I have kind of like a blackmailer who has some like information about something that happened in the past. And I was wondering if maybe you could help me try and find out maybe who this blackmailer is. Maybe by talking to your brother, maybe?
Yes. Do you think my brother is involved?
Potentially.
Ooh. One might not put it past him. Cliff does not like the Ewings.
Oh, right. Yeah, yes.
Yeah.
That is, yeah, okay. Well, I know that he's probably mostly disconcerted with JR here, so
True. Yeah.
I will probe around and see if perhaps we can try and avoid let this get out of you and Jock.
Okay.
So do you want to do you want to give her any power, for example?
Yeah.
Did you give him power? No, you didn't. Oh. Okay.
I don't. Yeah, I will give her power.
Okay. You will mark up your power by one.
And I mark it my down by one.
Uh-huh. Yeah, so yeah, it's now. Whom would you think about turning your efforts toward that's more conflict based?
Maybe Bobby?
Oh, really? Your son. Okay. So is there something you want to get from him, or
Maybe to see if he's seen the letters or
okay.
heard of anything about this.
Okay. So at the moment they're off being horsey.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we have some conflicts to deal with, right? We have these two, I believe, as our main one. You didn't name a conflictual thing, really, did you? No. Okay.
But I'm kind of missing an interaction between the brothers. But we'll come to that later, perhaps.
So the two of you are in a conflict situation, right? So this is right. Oh, you just look
It
at
is your
this.
game after all.
Right.
Look at us on the box. It's your game after all.
No, I'm the main character.
Dallas and Dragons.
Yeah. Technically, you are the breakout character in actual history. Let's deal with it. You are trying to get him to give you that. So you are the aggressor here.
Right.
So you are going to use.
I will affect you with my persuasion.
Persuasion.
Yeah.
Okay. Which involves horsemanship at this point, just as not. Yeah, maybe.
Why not?
Yeah. So therefore, We provide,
Perhaps
relinquish control of a character or plot device. That's right.
Perhaps I'm trying to shame you because you're not a horseman like me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Are you going to add any power?
Yeah, of course I am.
Mm-hmm.
So it's one for one, or
Yes. Well, I'll look at it. Each power point added to an effect attempt increases the character ability being used by 1. If you're using coercion, it's actually 3 for 1.
Mm.
It's the only difference. You can also use power to resist. Each power marker may be used only once per scene. That's how it works.
Okay.
So then, what's your therefore is your total?
Yeah, I'll use 1 power because I don't want to. It's
now it says persuasion value of 20 plus a power. Oh, power and power markers are 2 different things. So therefore, add your power, which stays the same.
Oh, okay.
As well, right?
So when I add a power token, I actually add my power, the value of my power.
Correct. That's always there.
Oh.
Yeah, you always add the value of your power, and you always then spend power markers to increase.
Okay.
Those are finite. Those are limited. Okay, so go ahead. Persuasion is
19, but I have a +2 to affect the JR.
so that's 21. And then plus your power.
So my power is 7, so 28.
28. Wow.
And then I use 1 power marker.
29.
Right.
So what's your resistance against?
Persuasion.
Yeah.
16.
Okay, 29. Okay, he's going to automatically win unless you use some power to close the gap.
And perhaps you can
Oh
use...
God, he's being bullied. Yeah.
Yeah, but I only use 1 power marker because you're still my son. or so I believe.
This is harsh.
On this episode, if I find out about those debtors, I will not...
Yeah.
Okay, I'll be suspicious from my seed.
Show that you earned that hat.
Yeah, that's
Right,
right.
Bronco.
That's right. Right.
All right, I use a power marker.
Okay.
And may I have a glass?
Yeah.
How many?
You can add as many as you want.
Oh, it's only the affecting player adding his power. Because then your power is 16 plus 9. So then it's 25 already.
Right, correct. Oh, okay, wait. So let's do that again. Your resist is 16, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, but then we add your power score, which is what?
9.
9. So yes, you're actually all the way up to 25. So the difference is 4.
Right.
So we have a spread already.
All right.
Even without spending power.
Let's make it interesting. Let's do
Okay.
without the power.
All right then.
Yeah,
4 or less for Johan. 2 dice. Go ahead.
2 dice. 4 or less with 2 dice.
JR is formidable.
Yes, he is. Okay, perhaps you're my son after all.
Yeah.
Oh, 5, so
Oh!
close. Yeah,
All right.
okay. I'll hand it to you. So okay.
Yeah.
He
He actually manages to.
Yeah, I'm looking with approval at you. So okay,
Yeah.
that wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
You got it.
Uh-huh.
I know I'm beat, but
I want to know Bobby's expression.
If he can handle that ordinary old house, he can handle that ordinary old company.
That's right. Yeah. Bobby was like, ooh.
yeah, good work, son.
I'm a wing after all.
You are.
Now, remember that you can go into conflict when you want. Too. So, who was next up for conflicts, do you think?
Yeah.
Okay. So, you're trying to get the Department of Interior?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do that.
Persuasion or coercion?
Persuasion is 22. It's the better of my skills.
Yeah, but it's also their resist is one thing, and their coercion, their resist is a lot worse. In other words, this guy's easily pushed around.
Okay.
So it's up to you to see whether Cliff is ruthless enough to actually kind of strong arm the guy a little. I mean, you don't have to actually physically hurt him, but you can.
But then I could and I could threaten with.
Yes. Aha. Right. Oh man.
It gives me +1 to coercion.
Oh right. So
I have
Cliff.
19.
The union wants to know about this.
Yeah, you're not the only one. There's lots of information that could be worthy here. Wow. Okay, so that gives you a coercion of
19 plus my power, so 24.